Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 7 of Advent with Emilee. My cat is eating. So we're on day 7 of going through the NYX Advent calendar every single day of the month using the product of the day to create a new look. So today's product is this eyeshadow. It's in the shade Heat and I just created this really warm smoky eye. So if you would like to see how I did this, then make sure you carry on watching. I only use cruelty-free makeup and yeah, I'm doing 24 tutorials this month. So if you like tutorials, make sure you subscribe, go and check out the other ones, and let's get on with the video. So at first I was thinking do like a sunset kind of smoky eye, but I kind of just want to do like a red based really blown out smoky eye with like a yellowy shimmery golden inner corner maybe. So that's gonna be like the kind of vibe I'm thinking of going down. So I'm going to start by carving out my eyebrows with my concealer. This is the Conceal and Hydrate in C3. And then of course prime my lids with my PLouise Rumour 1 base. In the Black Friday deals from PLouise I got my entire wish list, but I'm not allowed to open it till Christmas. So my mum got me the Basic Bright set, the Secret Sinner palette and the Badder Black base I think it's called, because I wanted those for so long and they were all on 50% off. Like I bought all of these acid rain paints and they were like pretty much full price, and then on the Black Friday sales they were half price including the brushes. So what I paid for these I could have saved money and got the free brush set. So I was kind of annoyed about that, but that means, you know, my mum bought me the other things for Christmas, so thanks mum. So for my eyes, as I said, I'm going to go with like a red kind of like fiery vibe to match the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my Naked Heat palette. I got this for Christmas from my friend a couple of years ago, and I've not really used it too much, but the colours are like super duper pretty. I'm not a big fan of neutrals. So I'm going to go in with a bit of On Fuego first, which is this one here. It's like a really deep reddy toned brown, and I'm just going to start by putting this through my crease. And kind of like packing it and then doing tiny little circular motions as I'm applying it right through my entire crease. And then as we get to this outer corner bit, I'm just kind of like flicking it out a tiny bit. I'm then going to take the brush that we got the other day. I actually realised it does have a name. I think it's the number 17 brush, but it's like hidden on the back. But it's just a really big fluffy kind of blendy brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade He Devil, which is slightly more lighter and a bit more red toned. And I'm just going to slightly work over the edges of this shadow. Really light motions just to kind of buff it out. Just keeping it really, really light, just to buff out the edges and add a bit of warmth, because I want this look to be like really nice and blown out and smoky and not too like precise or anything. To add a tiny bit more of that kind of like red tone, I've just gone in with this shade from a Morphe palette called Snap. This is the 15H Happy Hour palette. Again, I got this for Christmas last year. I've not really used it much because I don't really use neutrals. But yeah, it's this colour here. I just used any matte red that you have. And I'm just going to run this over the edges again, just to kind of add that red tone back. You can kind of see the difference already. It's just adding a bit more of that cranberry colour. I'm then taking a bit more of the first shade On Fuego, and I'm going to tap this into my outer corner just to kind of match the rest of the look. And again, just wing that out. And then taking the product of the day, which is the eyeshadow in the shade Heat, and I've just wet my brush and I'm just gonna kind of apply this onto the inner half of my eye. It's such a stunning colour. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put this through the front half of my eye, slightly above my crease so it kind of blends in to all the smokiness. So now that I have the shimmer on, I kind of feel like it needs a tiny bit more depth in the outer corner. So I'm going to mix On Fuego and Ashes, which are the two like deepest matte shades. So I'm just kind of adding that shade diagonally along my outer corner of my lash line, just kind of packing it on here and then using the other side of the brush just to buff over it, just so it's not harsh and it's not like too intense. It's just kind of like a really subtle smoky effect. I said subtle twice. So I'm going to line both of my waterlines with this brown pencil from Thin Lizzy. I said yesterday that I obviously used the highlighter, which I was so impressed by. So I'm going to use their eye and brow pencil. So it's like a black and a brown. And I'm going to use the brown in my waterline because I love brown waterline. I love doing a brown as opposed to a black when it comes to these kind of warm toned looks, because it's much more subtle but it still adds the same kind of definition. And I always find that brown liners and like red toned smoky eyes, obviously because they're like very opposite colours, complementary colours, they make my eyes look a lot bluer. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. If you all know, I went on holiday in August, and as I was on holiday there was a family across the road moving in, and when I got back from my holiday there was this dog that would not stop barking. Every single night I'd hear it barking and it was so loud. I was like, oh my god, this dog. And then after a week I realised it was the new family, so this is the new resident dog. And about a month ago I realised it's been sleeping outside, and there's actually there's a side panel down the side of their house and the dog sleeps outside. It's outside every single night, all day, every day, all night, every night, and it just barks and barks and barks because it's freezing outside, by the way. But it has a little dog shelter, like a little tiny plastic dog shelter, so technically by law it's fine. So it's really annoying because there's nothing I can really do, because by law they're not doing anything wrong, but the dog is out there all day, all night with no kind of human interaction apart from the people that walk past that it barks at, and it's freezing outside, like absolutely freezing. Like this morning it was -2 degrees, and I don't even know how cold it gets at night, but oh my god, like my dogs go out to wee in the garden at night, come back in and their coats are freezing. So I can't imagine how cold this dog is, and I don't blame it for barking, but literally it's been about 6 months now. No, probably not 6 months, maybe like 4 or 5 months, and every single day the dog has been outside, and I'm waiting for someone to complain, because I don't want to be the one to complain because my dog barks, but my dog barks at like squirrels and stuff, so I can't. It's a bit hypocritical if I say like complain about a dog barking. And as I said, the outdoor circumstances, it's technically not against the rules because it has a little shelter. Like if you look on like the guidelines, it's technically fine, but it's really not fine. So yeah, I really want someone to complain so that someone comes out and sees the state that this dog is living in. I mean, it seems like a healthy dog, like it's a family with children, but it's a decent sized dog. It's like a medium sized dog, and it's just out there all day every day, freezing its little butt off and barking its little head off, and I just feel so sorry for it. Like it's just living its life outside by itself every single day in the freezing cold. Anyway, I'm gonna go and put some lashes on. I think I'm going to use these ones. These are the Doll Beauty Selena lashes. I got these in a giveaway and they are really, really pretty. So I've actually just applied a bit of glitter on top on the inner half of my eye. I used the Moon Glitter Ultra Fine Glitter Dust in the shade Copper Bronze. It's a really, really fine glitter and it almost just looks like a shimmer, but it's absolutely stunning. It's got loads of like orangey golden reflects, and I used the ABH glitter adhesive to apply that. Also, can we just like appreciate my cat behind me? Every single video she's always just like asleep behind me, and I don't think you can see her because she's like directly behind me, but it's so cute. Like I love animals. Animals are like my absolute favourite thing. I'm vegan, I use cruelty-free products, I don't use leather or anything like that. I have 4 pets, which I love with my entire heart. I've always loved animals. I used to want to be a vet before I got ill. That was my sole passion in life. So to hear that dog, at first it was really annoying, I won't lie. First I was like, oh my god, why won't this dog shut up? And then I realised it was outside and that it just wasn't being cared for, and it honestly breaks my heart. Like, I'm sure the family are really nice people, but they just don't care. They just leave the dog by itself all day every day. And once I heard the car pull up and I heard the dog start crying, and the dog just continued crying outside, and the family just went in. They didn't even go up to the gate or anything. It's like a slatted gate, but they didn't even go up to the gate to say hello to the dog or anything. And honestly, it breaks my heart, it really does. But yeah, this is my eye makeup. I really like it. It's really cute and smoky. I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry on my lashes, so that's why I thought I'd just come back and chat to you. But yeah, honestly, it breaks my heart so much. Nothing hurts me more than animals being mistreated or in pain or just upset. Like when my dog cries when I leave her in the kitchen for like 2 minutes, my heart breaks. So as you can see, I've done the rest of my face. I used the same highlighter from Thin Lizzy that I used yesterday. I'm still obsessed. And the lashes I used are the Doll Beauty Selena lashes. I got given these by Millie Roberts. If you don't know her, you should know her. You should go and check out her Instagram, she's great. But yeah, I'm just going to smoke a bit of He Devil under my lower lash line, just to add a bit of definition. I always have to have something on my lower lash line. I love this look so much. Like, as you can tell, the last two looks have been a bit more neutral, a bit more wearable. I love a neutral wearable look when it's like really glam, but I just don't do them as often as my colourful looks because I love experimenting with a bit of colour, what can I say. I was going to put this pigment on my inner corner from Sleek. I got it in PR yesterday because I'm on Sleek's PR list. Thank you so much, Sleek. I love Sleek. But yeah, this is in the shade Rush and it's like a golden colour. But I think I'm just going to use the same highlight that I used on my face, on my inner corner. I'm going to use this more golden toned one. So I'm just going to finish off my lips with this Velvet Lip Cream from Thin Lizzy in the shade Spicy Cinnamon. And you just kind of But yeah, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and again, let me know whether you prefer my neutral looks, like these kind of more wearable looks, or my really colourful ones. And yeah, make sure you go and check out all my other ones, and I will see you all tomorrow.